Good morning. My name is J.R. Mastriani. I'm a vice president here at NASDAQ, and it's my great pleasure to welcome the Pete Frates Family Foundation, its co-founder, ALS Association trustee Nancy Frates. I'd also like to extend a warm welcome to the entire Frates family and the inspiring groups joining them today to end ALS. We welcome representatives from Hope Loves Company, Mac Angels, Project Main Street, the ALS Association, and numerous business supporters, and all of your distinguished guests to NASDAQ today. We're excited that you could join us all here from the crossroads of the world in Times Square, New York, as we get set to ring today's opening bell. As many of you know, Pete was the inspiration behind the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, the historic viral social movement of August 2014, with the purpose of raising awareness and funding for ALS. It's safe to say that Pete's determination knows no bounds. Over $250 million was raised, resulting in genetic discoveries, supporting research, creating a new pipeline of drugs and therapies. Certainly worthy of a round of applause. The Peter Frates Family Foundation, which was recently launched, will support those actively battling ALS. The new foundation will help pay for home health care, allowing these warriors to stay at home with loved ones while they receive critical medical care. To give some perspective, it costs $100 per hour for Pete's in-home care today. The foundation's goal is to raise over $5 million to support families who want to keep their progressed patients at home. Nancy, it goes without saying how much we're honored to have Pete, your family, which are truly inspirational to all of us here fighting this horrible disease, to join us at NASDAQ. The Peter Frates Family Foundation's launch is a major milestone and one we're certainly proud to recognize today. Congratulations. And now, please join me in welcoming the Peter Frates Family Foundation co-founder, Nancy Frates, to the podium. Nancy.
Thank you, JR, and good morning. What brings us here today? A terminal diagnosis, love of a family, support of amazing friends, and a community known as Team Freight Train. And all of you. And by all of you, I mean all of you here in New York and all over the world in 150 countries. You who in 2014 opened your hearts, your minds, and your wallets to the story of a disease that took Major League Baseball's icon, Lou Gehrig, in 1941, and today still has no cure. The ALS Ice Bucket Challenge of 2014 was a historic movement and is the tipping point in the trajectory of a disease that for far too long was underfunded and not included. Since 2014, we celebrate a new chapter in the fight against ALS. Your continued generous support have been put to work in the lab, in clinical trials, and in patients. For in 2017, the FDA fast-tracked and brought to market our first effective drug in slowing the progression of the disease. With Ice Bucket Challenge donations as the catalyst for catapulting research, we have 4 new major genes associated with our disease, giving new targets for potential treatments. And today, there are over 80 therapies and drugs in the ALS pipeline. These are some of the ongoing results from the 2014 paradigm shift in the fight against ALS. This morning, I am pleased to have Regan Healey, sister of ALS patient Sean Healey, who along with this company, AMG, donated $40 million to Mass General in Boston, resulting in the formation of the Healey Center of ALS at MGH. Through global collaboration, they are leading the way to design more efficient and more effective clinical trials, resulting in an accelerated path to the patient. Which leads me to the newly launched Pete Frates Family Foundation. We are so fortunate to have our Pete living in our home with his wife Julie and daughter Lucy. The key word there is living. Yes, although Pete is a late-stage ALS patient who has lost all voluntary function of his body, his mind is sharp and his heart is as strong and as loving as anyone's. But it takes a village to keep Pete with us. His inspiring will and determination is a major reason for his 7-year progressed battle, but it is also the high level of care that we will not waver from. But that care comes with a huge financial cost. And we know that families and patients make devastating, life-changing decisions based on the future financial burden they face. So we have created this foundation to help assist families with the cost of care for a progressed ALS patient so they can keep them in the home, surrounded by the love and comfort that they so deserve. And with new life-extending therapies on the horizon, the need will exponentially rise and the demand will get greater. I would like to welcome our friends and fellow ALS warriors that have joined us this morning, the Lahiffs, the Vaughns, the Haberstrohs, and the Benjamin families. We all have a favor to ask of you. You see, back in 2012, when my 27-year-old son was diagnosed, we didn't even know where the tunnel to a treatment was. Today, not only have we found the tunnel, but we can see the light at the end of it. We just need you to continue to stand by us and support us to get us to the other side and take care of those who are so deserving. And when I ring this bell in a couple of minutes, I want you to hear it. I want you to really hear it, because especially in this season of faith and love, it is the bell which is the sound of hope, and hope surrounds all of us. We wish you and your loved ones the happiest of holidays. Thank you.